Welcome to Success Talks with Rodney Saulsberry. I hope you will support my sponsors who bring you this podcast absolutely free and with limited interruptions. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I'll get started in just a second.
The reviews are in. The book from voiceover superstar and coach Rodney Saulsberry is another runaway hit. Readers from all over the world are raving about tongue twisters and vocal warm-ups. You can find this and his other titles at the top of the voiceover bestsellers list on Amazon.
Willy T Ribbs. William Theodore Ribbs Jr. was born on January 3, 1956, in San Jose, California, to Geraldine and William T. Ribbs. Rather than managing the successful family plumbing business founded by his grandfather in 1927, Willy T. Ribbs decided to race cars professionally. He is the first African American to compete in the Indianapolis 500 and one of the only African American NASCAR racers known today.
Are you looking for expert advice on advancing your voiceover career? Are you just getting started in the business? Join the Consultants Club and receive monthly coaching on how to read scripts, interpret copy, and get work in the fastest growing business in the world. When you join the Consultants Club, go to rodneysaulsberry.com and sign up.
Ribbs' love of cars and racing began at the age of 4. At age 9, Ribbs worked as a ranch hand on his grandfather's ranch. His first foray into motorsports was driving Formula Ford cars in Europe. Soon after his high school graduation in 1975, he won the Dunlap Championship in his first year of competition, then returned to the United States and raced Formula Atlantic cars.
Hello everyone, this is Sean Daly for dailyvo.com. I want to tell you about one resource I highly recommend for vocal warm-ups because it takes out all of the guesswork and it was purpose-built with voiceover in mind. It's called Rodney Saulsberry's Tongue Twisters and Vocal Warm-Ups with Other Vocal Care Tips. How's that for a title? So in case you don't know, Rodney Saulsberry is a top-tier talent and coach, motivational speaker, and author of several books on voice acting, including You Can Bank on Your Voice and Step Up to the Mic. The book is available in print and on Kindle, and you can find it at Amazon or Rodney's personal website, rodneysaulsberry.com.
In 1983, he won 5 races in the SCCA Trans Am and was honored as Pro Rookie of the Year. After competing in 2 NASCAR Winston Cup races in 1986, financial difficulties, including the lack of corporate sponsorship, kept his team from finishing the season. In 1989, Bill and Camille Cosby stepped in and funded the Rayner Cosby Motorsports team with Ribbs as the star driver.
And we'll be back after this message.
Baby, come give me something.
You Can Bank on Your Voice, 2nd edition. Get your copy at Amazon.com. Get the audiobook on Audible.com. You Can Bank on Your Voice, 2nd edition. Get your copy today.
Ribbs won 2 top 10 events in his 1990 championship auto racing team, Indianapolis debut. In 1991, he became the first African American to qualify for the Indianapolis 500, and he qualified again in 1993. However, by 1994, it was clear that corporate sponsors were not willing to back an African-American motorsports athlete, despite Cosby's offer of free television commercials in return for sponsorship. Ribbs was released from his Indianapolis 500 contract and spent the year competing in the kart series, finishing in the top 10 at Michigan and Denver Grand Prix races.
Graylin Brown, the new novel by Rodney Saulsberry. It's the heartwarming story about a family in Detroit. The Motown sound was alive and well. The Philly soul sound was alive and well. And the big 3 automakers were making wonderful cars every day. Graylin Brown, the novel. Get your copy at Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
Ribbs was very outspoken. In fact, Ribbs received criticism for his strong personality during his career, sometimes even from other African Americans in auto racing. For instance, black car owner Leonard T. Miller felt Ribbs was not the best representative of the black community due to his outspoken nature. In 1999, Ribbs raced in the Las Vegas Indy Racing League, IRL. In 2000, he signed with Victoria Motorsport's SCCA Trans Am team and finished second at Long Beach, third at Detroit, and fourth at Las Vegas. In 2001, Ribbs joined the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series with the support of Dodge, which initiated a motorsports diversity program to provide opportunities for minorities to race. This made Ribbs the first African American in the modern era to compete full-time in a major NASCAR division. Ribbs has successfully raised his two children, Sasha and William Theodore Ribbs III, as a single parent. And we here at Success Talks are proud to celebrate the outstanding career of the first African-American NASCAR racer, Willy T Ribbs.
You can listen to any of Rodney's podcasts at any time. Go to rodneysaulsberry.com.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I urge you to listen to future podcasts where I will continue to try and make you better than before. My goal is to point you in a positive direction to success, right here on Success Talks with me, Rodney Saulsberry.
Change my way.